Hey guys, Tealus here, currently inside Guild Wars 2, the last beta weekend. I am looking at the different elite specializations that are coming to the different professions in Guild Wars 2 for Heart of Thorns. Right now I am currently on the Mesmer looking at their elite specialization of Chronomancer. Now each elite specialization will kind of change a little bit about the class, add a spell, add some things. It will give you access to a new weapon or offhand, and then it will give you access to new utility skills. In the case of the Chronomancer, we are given a new ability, access to an off shield, and then access to wells as a utility skill. So I will look at each one of those, and then I will also at the end take a look at the Chronomancer tree. So looking at the tree for the Chronomancer at the very beginning, it will always tell you what is kind of changing for the Chronomancer when you actually select a Chronomancer, or the elite specialization, whatever class, profession it may be. In this case, you have Time Splitter. You can equip shields and gain access to Chronomancer wells. Gain access to Continuum Split Shift, which allows you to revert to an earlier point in time. So that ability is right here. This is what changes with the Chronomancer. You're basically given this new ability, Continuum Split. You destroy all your illusions and create a rift in the time-space continuum. When it expires, you will revert back to this point with your previous health, endurance, and skill charges. Duration increases per illusion shattered. So I'm going to start attacking this, create some illusions, and then I'm going to use this here. And you can see this little continuum rift here. And as soon as it's done, it pops me right back. So it's kind of like a redo, a reset. It's there. It's very manipulative. So the Mesmer, which is already really good at manipulating, which is the real Mesmer, etc., you now have another ability that does that even more so and makes it even more annoying to fight a Mesmer. So that is something that Chronomancers can look forward to. Now, they get access to Chronomancers, that is, get access to a shield for their new weapon slash offhand. I kind of wish they got a full weapon, but instead it's just a shield. So I already have it equipped right now. And we have, the first ability here is Echo of Memory. You create Phantasm, block incoming attacks for a short duration. If this skill fully channels, summon a Phantasm that slows enemies and grants alacrity to allies. If an attack is blocked, Deja Vu is usable for a short time. In Deja Vu, you block incoming attacks for a short duration. If this skill fully channels, summon a Phantasm that slows enemies and grants alacrity to allies. So I'll go ahead and use it right here. As you can see, simple shield, nothing special unless you are actually doing something. Now, Tides of Time. This is the fifth item that you get. You launch a wave of temporal energy that damages and stops enemies it passes through and buffs allies. When the wave returns to you, touching the returning wave reduces the recharge of his skill. So this is a little interesting item to have here. I'm going to burst all these, get them out of the way so you can see what this is. And I will fire this out. It goes forward, hits it, and then comes right back, and then it hits me, and then you saw the cooldown burst down, from what it originally was going to be, and that's because I touched it at the very end. So, pretty cool ability to have there, but those are your two shield skills that you are getting as a Chronomancer. So I'm going to use Continuum Rift here so you can see it again, and since it was 3, it's for a longer time period, and then there we go, it popped back. So, with this comes wells. And I really enjoy Necromancer well style, so I'm kind of excited to have wells on a Mesmer. The first here is your healing well, and it is Well of Eternity. Create a well that rewinds time, removing conditions from all allies. When it expires, the well heals all allies in the area. So go ahead and use this here. You can see right there, pretty cool. It pulsates like that little clock at the bottom, very Mesmer-like. The next well is going to be Well of Precognition. Creates a well that gives allies the ability to see the future and allows them to evade all incoming attacks. When the well ends, allies within the area regain endurance. So I'll use it right here. Very simple. You can see I'm kind of spaced out like that. Pretty cool well. Next is going to be Well of Calamity. Creates a well that rends time, damaging, weakening, and crippling foes in the area. When the final pulse of the Well of Calamity triggers, it deals massive damage to foes in the area. So we'll go ahead and use this on the target golem here. This is one of your big damage wells for a Chronomancer, and there you go. Took out a chunk of his health. The third well here, there are 4 wells total. This is the third one. Well of Recall creates a well that steals memories from foes, damaging and chilling them. When it expires, it restores memories to allies, speeding their skill recharge. So you chill your enemies, and you're granted alacrity from this. So I'm going to come here, use this, and then when it expires, I will gain alacrity. You can see it right there. 3 seconds of alacrity. Pretty cool. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this one off so that you can see the 4th skill that you get out of this. The 4th well is going to be the Well of Action. Create a well of delayed time, damaging and slowing foes. When the well expires, when the well expires, time snaps back, granting quickness to all allies. So go ahead and use this right there, and then we grant quickness for all of our abilities. Pretty cool. The last well that you get is your elite, and it is a gravity well. Create a powerful well that warps space in the area, knocking down, floating, and pulling foes caught in its event horizon. When it expires, foes still inside the well take heavy damage. So, let the golem set back up, and then we'll take a look at this. Now, this is going to drag it to the center, but then the golem's going to snap back to its auto placement. Right there. Pretty cool. And that did a ton of damage, so pretty cool ability to have there. I honestly love the well playstyle of Necromancer, and so I'm really excited to have it on the Chronomancer. It's definitely something different and cool. The last thing to take a look at for the Chronomancer is going to be the build that you can get for a Chronomancer. Notice that in these top 2 trees, you can only choose the initial 5. It's the bottom one that you can choose your elite specialization, and that's how you equip a Chronomancer, is actually choosing it on this bottom tree. So we already know the first one because that explains, what you get by becoming a Chronomancer. In this first tree, we have delayed reactions. Interrupting a foe slows them. Slow, skills and actions are slower. Pretty simple there. Time catches up. Activating a shatter gives your illusions super speed. Movement speed is greatly increased. So basically, another interaction with your illusions. You're going to see a lot of super speed and alacrity throughout the Chronomancer type of abilities. All's well that ends well. Wells grant alacrity to allies when they end. 2 seconds, 66% skill recharge rate. Your middle minor talent is going to be Flow of Time. Gain alacrity for each illusion you shatter. So even more alacrity there. Danger Time. Gain additional crit hit chance against slowed enemies. So pretty simple there. Illusionary Reversion. Shattering at least 2 illusions generates a clone. I actually really like this. It means that you pretty much always have some type of clone up at all times, if you're at least making sure that you never shatter unless you have at least 2. So I really like having this here. Improved Alacrity. Alacrity applied to you lasts longer, 50% increase in that. Your third minor is going to be Time Marches On. You move 25% faster, and the duration of your incoming movement impairing conditions is reduced by 25%. The last tree is going to give you Lost Time. Gain a charge each time you score a critical hit. After enough charges, your next hit will slow your target. The second one is Seize the Moment. Gain quickness for each illusion you shatter. And then lastly, Phantasma. Your phantasms are resummoned after the first time they are shattered. So that's pretty cool. If you have that in addition to this, you're gonna always pretty much have phantasms and clones going all over the place, which is really cool. So I really do like that. Something different. Chronomancer brings a lot of alacrity, a lot of slows, and a lot of super speed, a lot of skill recharging. So it's going to provide a lot of fun for people who really enjoy that type of play style. It's very manipulative, especially with that number F5 ability. You can really, dance around someone in a 1v1 situation with the Chronomancer. So that is everything dealing with the Chronomancer, Elite Specialization in Guild Wars 2. I'm enjoying it. I really love having Wells on something other than a Necromancer, so it's a lot of fun for me. But that's pretty much everything. I hope you guys enjoy this, and I will see you later. Tearless out.